Today, I'm going to be building the Pittsburgh Pirates, a super team, to see if they can win the World Series. So as you guys are about to see, this team that I have built is not playing around. Like, I don't even need to say anything. You can see the team. This roster is by far the best team in MLB history. So I don't know how good our record's going to be this season, but we should at least have 100 wins. I'm honestly expecting to break the record this year. But anyways, we have Ohtani, we got Skeens, we got Scooble, we got Witt Jr., we got Judge, Soto, Acuna, Marte, Sale, Fried, Raleigh, Henderson, Ramirez, Guerrero Jr. The list goes on, man. As I said, team's loaded. So as I said, I'm very curious to see how this team's going to perform this season. And to start off the year, we are going to be taking on the New York Mets, who have really struggled up to this point. And we do have Scooble on the mound in this game, so I'm hoping he can play well. If he does what he normally does, I don't think we're going to have to score a whole lot of runs to win this thing, but it looks like Acuna is going to be starting it off for us. It is really weird seeing this guy in a Pirates uniform. It's going to be the same story for a lot of these players, but anyways, unfortunately, we're just going to pop up there. That is a pitch I should not have swung at, but it's cool. That brings up Aaron Judge. I feel really bad for Peralta. Like, we have an absolute nightmare of a lineup for a pitcher to go up against, but it's a 2-2 count, so I kind of got to be careful here, and we did not hold back. I got to lock in because I am kind of swinging at... Is that going to drop? That is going to drop. We are going to get so lucky there. I was saying how I'm swinging at junk, and then I swing at that pitch. Like, that could not have been more outside the zone, but we are very lucky that Shohei somehow squared that up. But anyways, now we have Raleigh at the dish, who has obviously struggled quite a bit in real life this season, but I'm hoping that'll be a different story in the show. I'm pretty sure that's just going to be a pop-up, though. That time, it's not going to drop, so that ends the inning. That was not my best work. I already know that. Don't flame me. I promise I will get better as the video goes on. But we have 2 down, so Scooble has a chance to go 3 up, 3 down in the first inning, which would be great to see. Gonna try and plant one on the inside and see if he chases, and he will. So that's gonna be 2 strikes after the foul. And I'm gonna try and hit him right here with a sinker. Come on. Please work out. I think we got him. That's gonna end the inning. So that's a great start for Scooble. He's gonna go 3 up, 3 down. But now we're coming back out here in the 6th inning, and for some reason, we are losing 3-1 right now, which I honestly can't believe. We're playing the New York Mets. I thought this would be an absolutely easy game to win, but that should at least score a run. Come on. It looks like we are going to get... I'm pretty sure that was Aaron Judge. I think Judge just scored. So thanks to Juan Soto, we are right back into this game. It's 3-2 now. And that's going to bring up Vladdy with 1 out and runners on the corners. So we have an opportunity for this to be a big inning. If he can hit a home run here, that would really open this thing up. Or I shouldn't say open this thing up, but it would put us up by 2 runs, which would obviously be great at this point. That's a strikeout. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm feeling less and less bad for Peralta. I said earlier that I felt bad for the guy because of the lineup he has to face, but he has 12 strikeouts. So obviously he's doing just fine in this game, and we have 2 strikes with Witt, but come on, drop, please. It's not going to, so we're still losing by 1. And after that, it just got worse for us. We actually ended up losing this game 7-2. I thought we would be absolutely unstoppable, but apparently that was not the case. It's only the first game of the year, so we don't need to panic or anything, but we should not have gotten beaten this badly. But anyways, after the tough loss, I went ahead and simmed to our home opener, and on the bright side, since that first loss, we've been unstoppable. We've won every game since. So we're 5-1 on the season, and in our home opening series, we're going to be taking on the Orioles. So this should be interesting. And we have Paul Skeens pitching in this game as well. And by the looks of it, if we can get 2 more strikes, it's going to be a 3 up, 3 down inning to start off the game. And that should do it. Vladdy's going to bring it in. So that ends the inning. And after that, Paul Skeens actually went 3 up, 3 down again in the 2nd inning. We weren't able to do anything in our first at bat, so hopefully this time it'll be different. Come on, man. Raleigh's got some pop, so if he can get something actually hittable in the zone, we all know what this guy is capable of doing, and I think that should at least drop. That looks like it's going to be a double from Raleigh, so as long as he gets to second base, that's going to be a lot closer than I wanted it to be. He is safe, though. So we got the big dumper on second for Ramirez. If he can get a double, I'm thinking that should hit Raleigh home, but at the same time, we seen that he was not very fast there. I think that might be out, though. It looks like Ramirez is, never mind. I thought that was going to be the first homer of the year, and I'm just going to go back to second with Rally, because there was absolutely no chance that he was getting to third there, and Vladdy actually grounded out after that as well. So we have 2 down for Juan Soto. Come on, man. I think I should be able to square that up, but it's just going straight into the air for another pop-up to end the inning. So we're going to strand Rally at second. And since then, the struggles have kind of continued because we're back out here in the 5th, and this game is still scoreless. But once again, we have a great opportunity to finally try and score some runs here. Bobby Witt Jr. is up, and he is going to smoke one to the outfield. That should at least score 2. We're going to have a double with Bobby Witt Jr., and that will give us a 2-0 lead over the Orioles. That was much needed. I cannot stress that enough. So that's going to bring up Ohtani with a chance to do more damage here because there's still only 1 out with a runner in scoring position. That was not the best chase, but either way, that pushes the runner to third. And that is going to bring up Aaron Judge. And I feel like this guy is definitely due to come out here and hit a home run. So I'm hoping that he can do that for us. Oh, it's not going to be a homer, but that will get through for a base hit. And he's going to bobble it too. I'm going to second. Are we going to get there? It looks like we are going to have the double. So Aaron Judge is going to keep the inning rolling, and that will bring up Ketel Marte with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position still. So if we can get another double, which we're not going to do. That was another awful chase. But either way, we had 3 runs in the inning. But now we're coming back out here in the bottom of the 9th inning, and it's a close game. It is 5-4. We have Aroldis Chapman as our closer, though, if you guys haven't noticed. And this guy has some heat pitches. He's got the crazy 104-mile-per-hour fastball, and I think, ooh, I thought he was going to swing and miss at that. But either way, that will be 2 outs. So it looks like Ryan Mountcastle is going to be the last hope for the Orioles. I'm going to try and get a fastball up in the inside corner, and he's going to swing and pop it up, which will end the game. So we're going to hold on for the 1-run win over the Orioles, which is good to see. That extends our win streak to 6 in a row. And after that, we made it 7 in a row with a 10-1 win in game 2. But unfortunately, we did lose game 3. So we're 7-2 on the year at this point, which is obviously great right now. But after that, I went ahead and simmed past mid-season to see how this team was holding up. And it looks like we are well on our way to breaking that single season win record because we are 77-23 on the season right now. So if we keep this up, we should at least have over 116 wins. If not, I think we will be pretty close. But we're going to be taking on the New York Yankees, who are currently 53-48, so they haven't been terrible, but you can definitely tell that they're missing Aaron Judge. So it would definitely be nice to come out here and sweep the New York Yankees. That's kind of what I'm hoping for in this series, but Shohei started this game off and grounded out, so now it's time for Aaron Judge to go up against his former team. I feel like he needs to at least hit 1 home run in this series for this to be a success. And that honestly might be it right there. Aaron Judge is gonna smack one out of here. So that didn't take long. His first at bat against the Yankees is going to be a homer. So that's going to give us an early 1-0 lead over New York. Vladdy did just pop up after that, though. So there are 2 outs in the inning for Rally. I mean, he had a pretty good game the last time we used him against, I think it was the Orioles. It looks like he's just going to ground out as well, though. So that is going to end the inning. But now we're coming back out here in the 6th inning, and the Yankees actually tie this game up. So we are knotted at 1 right now. Please drop. That should be a base. Oh, he caught it. I really thought that one was going to drop, but I guess that's going to bring up Ryan O'Hearn with hopefully a chance to at least get on base here. And he should. That actually might be gone. Hold on. That is going to be close. It is out. Oh, never mind. I got too excited. I thought that was gone. From my angle, it looked like it was going. It's cool, though. At least we have a runner on base now for Aaron Judge because Ohtani did get out after that. But we all saw what Aaron Judge did earlier in the game. And he's not going to have another home run here, but I'm going to try and push O'Hearn. And I'm thinking he should be able to make it home. He will get there. So that's an RBI from Aaron Judge, which will give the lead back to the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the inning's still going, which is always good when you have a lineup like this. So that's going to bring up Vladdy. And I think that one should drop. It's, oh my God, man. This guy is making crazy plays in the outfield. That's another one from Bellinger. It's cool though, because after that, we did extend our lead. So we're up 6-3 right now. And there was a runner on third. Didn't really have a chance to tell you that, but Vladdy's going to extend it to a 7-3 lead in the 9th inning. It looks like the Yankees are not going down without a fight though, because it is now 7-5. There are 2 outs, but they also have 2 runners on. So a homer walks it off. So we have to be very, very careful with our pitch selection here. That's 2 strikes. And I'm going to try and hit him with another inside fastball, and hopefully that can end the game. And it's going to. Chapman's going to sit him down. So props to the New York Yankees. They kept that game a lot closer at the end than I thought it was going to be. But we're going to hold on for the win to take a 1-0 series lead. And after that, it looks like we did go on to sweep the Yankees. So we already have 80 wins in July. I'm very curious to see what our record's going to be by the end of the season. And it looks like Pittsburgh did not disappoint to end off the year. We are going to finish with 127 wins, which shatters the previous win record, which was 116. So that's awesome to see. And every single player in the votings for MVP this season came from our team, but it looks like it's going to go to Paul Skeens, who finished with a 24-1 record with a 2.85 ERA, which is wild. So that is absolutely insane to see. And Judge and Shohei also had great seasons with 53 and 54 home runs. And then as far as the rest of our players go, Ramirez had 43 bombs, Vladdy had 39 bombs, Marte had 36, Raleigh had 36, Soto only had 22, but it doesn't matter, man. This team was wild this year, as you would expect with that type of roster. But anyways, obviously we have a first round bye. It looks like we're going to be taking on either Chicago or San Diego in the NLDS. And it's gonna be Chicago. And so far, this game against Chicago has not even been close. It is 9-1 in the 7th inning. We are absolutely destroying them right now. And Marte just launched one out of here. That doesn't even have a chance of staying in. Actually, that was only 358 feet. That looked like it was going a lot farther than it did, but I'll take that happily. That's going to extend it to a 10-1 lead. So now that is going to bring up Bobby Witt Jr., and I think that's pretty hittable. Is it going to drop? That's going to be a deep one, so that should at least be a double, and we're going to get to second easily. I kind of thought about trying to push 3, but we're not going to do that. There's absolutely no need for me to try and push that, because right after, Ramirez is going to hit another base hit, which will score Raleigh for, or not Raleigh. That's going to score Witt Jr. from second. So it is now 11-1. Ronald Acuna Jr. did get out after that, but now it's time for Aaron Judge to try and do something, and we just ripped a perfect. That should get out of here. And it's going to. That's another home run in the inning to push it to a 13-1 lead for Pittsburgh. So I think it's safe to say that this game is over. And there was no coming back for Chicago after that. They did actually make it a bit closer. The final score is going to be 16-5. But either way, that's still an absolute blowout. So that's a great start to the series. And after that, we won game 2 as well. So we have a chance to sweep in game 3. And I'll give it to Chicago. They've actually held us out in this game. It is 1-0 in the 9th inning, but there's a runner on base, so we got to be very careful. I mean, we got to be careful anyways, but if they do end up hitting a home run, that will be a walk-off. Obviously, up to this point in the video, though, Chapman has been an absolute dog every time we've taken him out, and that's going to be a strikeout. So one more ends the series. So one more out will end the game, but Horner actually got a base hit after that. So if PCA can put one in the outfield, that will at least tie the game. Depending on how deep it is, that could potentially walk it off. But there's 2 strikes now. So I'm just going to try and plant another fastball up high, and hopefully he chases. I'm going to challenge that just in case, but it was a ball. There really was no doubt about that at all. Are we going to chase this one? He's going to, but it should end the game with a ground out, and we are barely going to beat him there to end the series. So Pittsburgh is going to sweep Chicago to start off the postseason. So just like that, we are headed to the NLCS. And it looks like the Dodgers are definitely struggling without Shohei Ohtani because they actually ended up losing to Philly. I feel like that's a series they would normally win if they had Shohei, but yeah, we're going to be taking on the Phillies in the NLCS. And it looks like we already won the first 2 games. So we have a chance to once again sweep them in game 3. And as per usual, Shohei's going to be leading off in this game, so if he can get on base, that would be nice. Because I really want to get off to a hot start to this one. I want to put Philly away as soon as I possibly can in this game. If we can take an early lead in the first inning, that would definitely be a good start to that. Not the best chase, but it's going to get through for a base hit. After the base hit from Shohei, though, Aaron Judge did just fly out to center. So there's 1 down for Ketel Marte, and that actually should drop. I don't think it's going to be a home run or anything, but it is going to hit off the wall, and I'm gonna try and push home. I think we should be able to score with Ohtani, and he's gonna get there. So we're up 1-0 early, and I'm hoping we can just keep the party going, man. That's gonna bring up Rally with a runner on second base, and that should drop as well. That is going to be off the wall to score another run, and that is back-to-back doubles if he can get there. If he didn't get taken off the bag, we might have been out. Rally's speed is not hitting. I got to stop sending him to second base so easily, but that's going to bring up Ramirez. We already have a 2-0 lead, so a home run would be huge right now, and that actually might be gone. That is out of here. Ramirez is going to barely hit it over the wall. So that's going to give us an early 4-0 lead over the Philadelphia Phillies. But now we're coming back out here in the 8th inning. And unfortunately for us, we are actually in trouble right now. We're down 11-9 with 2 outs. So if we can't score a run here, we're going to have to rely on 1 inning to try and save us. But Vladdy's at the dish with 2 on. So I'm hoping we can at least find a way to score the runner from second base. Even 1 would help us out a whole lot in this game. Is that gonna drop? That actually might be gone. That's gonna be close. It's caught deep in the outfield though. And after that, Philly scored even more runs on the bullpen. So we're gonna end up losing this game 14-9, which is honestly kind of an eye-opener, but we still have the series lead. And I think I said earlier that we had a chance to sweep in game 3. My brain kind of turned off. I know you need to win 4 games in the NLCS, but after the first loss, we did win 11-0. So now we actually have a chance to put the series away. And once again, it's been another very high scoring game for the Pittsburgh Pirates. We are up 14-4 in the 9th inning, and it looks like Bryce Harper is the Phillies' last hope. So if we can sit him down, this game is over. I mean, to be fair, I think this game's pretty much already over anyways. He can hit a home run and it's gonna have no effect on us at all, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna pop one out of here. But either way, I really don't think that's gonna hurt us a whole lot, because they're still gonna need to find a way to score 8 unanswered runs without getting a single out, which is damn near impossible. But anyways, there's 2 strikes in the count now. I'm just gonna try and get him with a sinker, and it looks like that actually might be kind of dangerous, but we are gonna get there to end the ball game. So Pittsburgh is gonna win another series. Props to Philly for actually beating us. I was kind of hoping for a sweep, but I'll happily take it 4-1. That's gonna send the Pirates to the World Series. And in the World Series, it looks like we're gonna be taking on the Tigers, who did beat Tampa in 7 games to get here. And so far, the Tigers have actually been our biggest threat. They won game 1 and 2, both by 1 run, but after that, we won 3 in a row. So if we can make it 4 in a row, this series is over. And I feel pretty good about our situation here. We have Shohei at the mound, so if he can have a good game, which he has had so far, he's allowed 2 runs, which is nothing crazy. Is that gonna drop? That's a home run from Bobby Witt Jr. That is gonna give us a 3-2 lead, so we are right back on top. There's still a lot of game left though, so we gotta keep hitting them. That's gonna bring up Ramirez now, so I'm hoping he can keep the inning going with a base hit or something. I don't think that's gonna go unless it keeps carrying, but oh my god, it's gone. That is back-to-back home runs for the Pirates. We're up 4-2. That came out of nowhere, man. So just like that, our situation is looking a whole lot better for us. And in case you forgot, there is nobody out in the inning still, so that's gonna bring up Ronald Acuna Jr. Come on. If we can hit 3 in a row... Okay, I got too antsy there. That was a terrible pitch to chase. So there is going to be 1 down in the inning now. I was getting excited. If we could have came out here and hit 3 home runs in a row, that would have been wild. But that's going to bring up Aaron Judge now. With only 1 out in the inning, that was probably... Hold on, I think I squared that pretty well. That's another home run. Judge is out of here. In the blink of an eye, this inning has turned into a monster inning. That's 3 home runs now. And we have a chance to keep it rolling, man, because now Shohei's up and there's still only 1 out in the inning. So I'm hoping we can at least hit a double or something. Another home run would be absolutely mental. Kind of a bad chase there, but it looks like it is still gonna drop for a base hit. So we now have a runner on for Cal Raleigh, and he smoked that thing. I think that's another home run. It's not. It's gonna be off the wall. I'm gonna try and push Shohei to third. He was kind of late there. If we weren't so late getting off first base there, I think he would have been able to make it home. But it's cool. We have loaded bases now because they're gonna intentionally walk Soto. which isn't the smartest decision, man. I guess Vladdy's hitting 217. Soto's like 4 something in the playoffs, which is absolutely insane, but I wouldn't want to load the bases for Vladdy. I think we all remember what he did against the New York Yankees in the playoffs. It is still a smart decision, though. I mean, if he grounds out, they obviously have a double play there. I don't think that's going to get out, but it is going to go deep to the outfield, so I'm going to send Shohei home. Oh, man, I didn't mean to send everyone. I just meant to send Shohei. So unfortunately, that inning's going to come to a tough end, and we apparently did not score enough runs to win this thing. It is 6-6 in the 8th inning. So I'm praying that we can find a way to put another run on the board here. If we can get... Oh, there we go. Ramirez might have just hit it out of the ballpark completely. Not quite. I don't think that went over. I'm pretty sure that hit off the back wall there, but that's going to give us the lead right back. We are pimping missiles in this one. And we weren't able to score any more runs in that inning, but it's cool. All I wanted was a chance to end it with Chapman. There is a runner on third base, though, so we definitely got to watch out for that. I'm going to try and get him with a sinker here and see if he chases. That's 2 strikes. So now I'm just going to go back to the fastball because everyone struggles against this guy's fastball, and you are not catching that. 97 miles an hour to sit him down. So the Tigers are now down to their final strike, or sorry, final out, and that's going to be a strike right there. It looks like he's going to chase this one as well, and we should be able to get there. That will end the game. The Pittsburgh Pirates are going to win the World Series. That was a crazy one. I got to give my flowers to Detroit, man. They absolutely balled out in this series. I did not think they were going to come that close to winning it all. Like, they played a complete super team that was 10 times better than what the Dodgers have in real life right now, and they still only lost by 1 run and by 1 game. And in case you forgot, they did all of that without Skubal. He was on our roster, so that was an insane season from the Tigers. But to end it off, as you can see, this Pirates super team is gonna win the World Series. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try and get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got my TikTok, Instagram, and my main channel where I post Madden, linked in my description below. So if you're into football, definitely check out the main channel. But other than all of that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.